Alright, and now for Randy's bonding event. Randy, what are you up to? Hey there, partner. Man, this whole debacle is damn near unbelievable, eh? What's gotten into you? I say something funny? No, not particularly. I need your honest opinion, Randy. What do you make of the situation? I'm not confident we'll be able to hold out against the CGF's onslaught much longer. To be frank, I don't like our odds one bit. They may not be an army, but the CGF is legit. Sure, they're not allowed to have tanks or patrol ships, but the guardsmen are equipped with the best weaponry out there. This is one decked out building, but it ain't no fortress. Some office building isn't going to stand a chance against them. I was afraid you might say that. All the more reason why re-establishing communication with HQ and the guild should be our top priority. Until then, we have to do everything in our power to defend the building. Pretty much, yeah. Damn, I sure wish that I had that with me right about now. That? I mean the Orbital rifle I used up until about 2 years ago. It packs one hell of a punch. That's right, you're a part of a Jaeger Corps. The Red Constellation, right? I did a little bit of research, and they're apparently famous among the authorities. Famous, he says. I think you mean infamous, my friend. They're nothing short of the vilest corps in all the westerns of Maria. Those crimson gods of death treat battles like they're some kind of playground. I heard they were locked in battle with Heiue over in Calvert a little while back, too. No doubt it was a real bloodbath. Yeah? Can't even imagine how awful it was. Sorry, didn't mean to start yammering about a nasty topic while our situation's already dire. Anyway, if the CGF starts getting serious, you can bet all hell's gonna break loose. And don't even get me started on their newest armored car. If that thing starts roll... Hey Randy, do you mind if I retract what I said a little while back? What you talking about? You remember our little chat after the chase battle? Until I'm able to stand tall and proud like you and my brother, I won't pry into your past? Oh yeah, I've mentioned this before, but my brother was truly my hero. It's like Chief Sergei, Dudley, and Arios have said before. Guy's presence alone was enough to make anyone feel like they'd be able to overcome the worst of odds. Yeah, sure sounds like it. Geez, dude, how much of a freaking beast was this brother of yours? I guess that's one way to put it. I wouldn't say he was a powerhouse, though. Ever since his death, I've been telling myself that I have to grow strong enough to fill in the gap he left behind. And if I couldn't, what right did I have to return to Crossbow? I kept hammering it in my head to earn my detective's license and become the treasure Crossbow once lost. And to be honest, I think that I've always known to some extent that it was an unreasonable goal. Uh-huh. You know, despite all that, you still look totally composed. What gives? Do I? I suppose I've become oddly optimistic now that we've come this far. I may not be able to fill my brother's shoes, but I think that if I can reach my full potential and become my own man, then maybe that'd be satisfying enough. I say that, but honestly I have no clue where to even begin. Since we've taken in Kia, I've realized that my hesitating and worrying over every little detail is going to drag us all down. I'm grateful you're all by my side. I may not be strong enough on my own, but together, we'll pull through. With that said, I hope you don't mind me leaning on your strength in this situation. Man, what's up with you? You're already plenty mature. You already knew too, didn't you, Randy? You knew I'd trip and fall if I continued trying to chase after my brother. Guilty as charged. Actually, I figured your eventual misstep would cause that passion of yours to burn even brighter. But it looks like you managed to figure that out on your own before it was too late. Yeah, but I definitely couldn't have done it without the rest of you. And that's why right here, right now, I want you to tell me about your past, the good and the bad. I want to know the truth behind the guy who's been watching over me this whole time, as if he were my brother. Oops, wrong button. Say, Lloyd, care to take a guess at how many enemies I've killed on the battlefield? I could never imagine you killing anyone. It's probably because we've lived lives so vastly different from one another. Bingo, my friend, and sadly the answer is that I've killed so many that I've lost track. For as long as I can remember, I lived in the hell known as the field of battle. I was handed my first knife at the ripe age of 4. At 6, I fired my first gun. I had my first combat experience when I was only 9 years old. I was a scout in my old man's unit, and we slew each and every one of our last one of our enemies. They gave me a small unit to command when I was 12, and at 14, that upgraded to a larger unit. For 5 long years, I was a damn dog, sniffing out death on the battlefield. But eventually, I turned tail and ran away. Don't get me wrong though, I didn't escape the course by the book like Garcia was able to. Oh, and I was a real piece of shit. I didn't even feel remorse for killing the way I did. One day I just was lost. Lost from myself, lost from the battlefield. like I was some kind of wandering corpse. From there, I drifted from place to place, eventually winding up in Crossbell. I managed to worm my way into the CGF, but I refused to touch a rifle. That son of a bitch commander ended up discharging me. And then, as if it were fate, the chief took me in like a dirty stray. Lo and behold, here I am. This is who I am, Lloyd. That's the tale of the man known as Randolph Orlando. Randy, thank you. Thank you for telling me your story. Jeez, Lloyd, you a masochist? How the hell did you ever want to know about trash like me? You just couldn't leave well enough alone, huh? Yeah, I may be partially to blame. Even so, I was determined to hear your story no matter what. And besides, how fair would it be for you to know my life story while I'm in the dark about yours? Knowing each other inside and out is what makes us partners, right? Huh? Well, you called me your partner, didn't you, Randy? Right as I walked up to you earlier. Think you're reading into it a little too much. That was just a greeting, my man. Wait, hold up. Have I really never called you that before? Yeah, pretty sure. To be honest, I was a little happy to hear you say that. You don't have to laugh at me. Now I'm embarrassed that I told you anything. So that's why you pulled me aside. Not only that, but you drove me into a corner by pouring your heart out first. Well, 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 Lloyd. Looks like I had you all wrong. A masochist? No, you're a bona fide sadist, my friend. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. A short announcement to begin to everyone remaining in the building. This is the lockdown announcement. Also, for security reasons, I guess I should read it just in case anyone's just watching for this particular video. A short announcement to everyone remaining in the building. In the event of an emergency situation, a portion of the floor's lighting will be turned off. Also, for security reasons, all exits besides the front entrance will now be sealed. We would please ask for your understanding and to be extremely cautious about using open flames within the building at this time. I guess we're officially on lockdown. I think I'll head on down to the first floor, just in case it goes south there. Good idea. I'm going to stock up on supplies and look for our equipment again. Thanks, man. We're counting on you. You and I are going to get worked to the bone if the CGF breaches this place. Don't want Mademoiselle and Teotop pushing themselves too hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I agree. You and I will have to figure out a way to stop their advance. That's the spirit. I've got your back, partner. Oh, right back at you. And that will conclude Randy's bonding event. Burning Rage 2. Orlando's blooming friendship. And on that note, I shall save again to lock in this one. Alright, and then it's Ellie and completing the game.